Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I'm having a somewhat unproductive one as I had a lovely lunch with my parents and then went to Michael's and bought things I didn't need and then fell asleep for most of the afternoon. But anyway, everybody's favorite assistant cat is nosing my mic. So if the audio sounds weird, blame Lennox. He was sleeping all afternoon. It's so weird because my cats go through like they're bonkers all summer, but now they go into like hibernation mode and sleep 20 hours a day. So it's always kind of a little bit shocking. Oh, there's Lennox. He's investigating the Happy Mail. So we will get to that in a moment. Hello, Jim. I think you were the first here. It is fabulous to see you. I actually have something from you that Lennox is pawing at the moment. So we will see what that is in a moment. Although I think we have a good idea. Pam, whoa. There's a kitty. Having a tail must be just kind of difficult at times. Anyway, hello, Pam. How are you? I'm sorry I missed your Zoom, and we were having a lovely afternoon of napping. Hey, Shanna, how are you? I got your D-Stash package, which we will look at in a moment. So that will be fantastic. And Linda, as always, welcome. And did I miss anybody? I don't think so in the chat, but oh, is Brenda here? Hello, Brenda. I guess I did miss Brenda, but welcome. I always enjoy that you guys come and hang out on Sundays. And this one was sleeping, and like as soon as I went live, he was here. So I don't know. It's a thing. Whoa, I just should not allow your cat to nose things. But I think we could talk about we'll get into some Happy Mail. I don't know. It's always a weird season of the year for me because it's like, so like it's been super duper busy at work, but like next week is Thanksgiving, so I'm not working very much. And then the week after that is the 1st of December, which is like the lead up to my charity sale. And then the week after that is my birthday. And the week after that is nothing. And then I'm off until the end of the year. So it's going to be like a wild 6 weeks, I think, because we have Elizabeth's birthday celebration. We have the giveaways on my channel after that. It's just going to be busy, but that's okay. I'm really looking forward to having most of a week off to just make cards as opposed to like paying attention to. Oh, did something happen to Gaz? Oh, yes. He had mentioned that. Hopefully Gaz feels better. I don't know. Like I had a foot thing a week ago, and it's amazing how even like what you might consider like a trivial injury really takes you down. Anyway, I thought we would talk about some cool stuff I got in the mail from me or Lennox, depending on how you want to look at it. I did pick up the stamps, the sentiment stack for Christmas, so I'm going to use this for a bunch of Christmas cards. I'm helping out a charity, so I'm doing a set, and I'll probably do a set of KCC, but they're all going to the same family, so I don't want them to be like exactly the same card. And if you haven't worked on these before, like basically these registration, you stamp the whole thing out. It's a single clear stamp. And then these registration marks line up with your base die, which cuts them out. Except I didn't line it up, but like that, right? And then you also have a die that will do a shadow layer. So it's a really easy way to get a bunch of sentiment. So I probably will do that. And I'm thinking, since there's a lot of kids involved, I'm going to pull this Marion Bright pad because it's got some cool, like funky snowflakes and funky trees and lights and stuff. I didn't want to do something that was like super elegant if it, because I don't know, if I was a kid, I'd be like, ooh, an elegant Christmas card. I also bought Dog Dad Ian, and I wanted to appeal to the collective. Now, this I think is an English, like a Frenchie or an English bulldog. This is Spuzz McKenzie, whatever they are. But I don't know what the floof dog is, and I don't know what the big floof dog is. But anyway, I like that you're my best pal, because I could use that sentiment a lot. Plus, it's a curly-haired Ian, which looks more like me. Anyway, I picked this up. This just greeting, and it has a nice paw stamp. So, like any pet lover, you could always stamp some paws. But I'm excited to play with that. Isn't it though? I mean, I obviously, like, I'm a cat person. I was teasing our friend Danny, who's sometimes here, and she had made a tag with this, like a gatefold tag with this set, and I had said, like, in the inside of the gatefold, the sentiment should be like, surprise, I'm really a cat person, like a dog walker by day, but he like goes home to all his cats. Spuds is a bull terrier. Okay, thank you, Dawn. I think the little floof, like I think this little floof might be some sort of Pekingese kind of thing. I mean, it's a very like sketchy Pekingese, if so, because they don't really just look like floof balls. They're more like, I mean, they're kind of more Lennox size. This one, I don't know what it is, but I guess it could be any kind of floofy dog. But it has a little ball for the dog. Anyway, this is not a greeting farm. They don't sponsor me, obviously, but like I really like the Ian stamp sets. And it's very rare to get an Ian stamp set that doesn't have an Anya in it. Yeah, that's the word, Pomeranian. That's what I meant. Not Pekingese, Pomeranian. Thank you, Jim. You know all the things. Anyway, we did have 4 cards and 2 packages, so let's get into that. And for our project, from the lantern that went awry, I wound up with a bunch of these like window pieces, basically. But I thought it would be really cool to steal sort of a Kendra's Card Challenge design and offset them and use them as like almost a triptych, and then maybe put something in the middle. We'll figure it out. We might actually use stuff. So we have a card that says something on it. I think it says Twitch. I misread this as Twitter, and I was like, I hope someone's not spending me a very spicy card, but it was from a Elizabeth, friend of the channel, so I don't think this is a spicy card. Anyway, but you never know. That's interesting. Oh, Elizabeth, 2024. What do we have? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what is this paste? This cookie dough? Wow, it looks really iridescent. I wonder if it's something on top of cookie dough. Paging Elizabeth to the chat. I'm curious what this is. I don't think cookie dough is this iridescent, so I'm not sure what was used on top of it. It's got a very blue shift in real life. I don't know if it's coming through on camera. Often things don't. And then this is the light blue Astro paste, I think, which I think I own. Hello, Bean. Because I think this is this color. Although there is a Tropical Tango one, I think, which I don't own. Did I buy a Tropical Tango? No, I bought the Later Gator. I think there's a Tropical Tango one. Anyway, very cool. I'm not sure what the stencil is, but I like it a lot. It's a very intricate stencil. I'm impressed. I can never get stencil results like this. This, and then it's a blank inside, and we have a happy crafting from Elizabeth. Oh, this is for hanging out on Twitch. That's good. It's very cool. And we will grab, let's grab a non-Elizabeth. This is from from Paula of Craft Roulette fame. Oh, Jim, if you only knew. He's needy a lot. Well, I don't know. It's weird. Like he's a lot more needy when I'm streaming than when I'm not, which is kind of bizarre. I see super glue guys though. But yes, he is in need of all of our he needs all the attention all the time. He, even though he's not an only child, he acts like he's an only child. Oddly, his litter was quite large, so I mean, I don't know where he's getting the only child vibes from, other than me. Which, ooh, look at this! Look at this foil. Oh, that's a clever. Oh, it's the Michaels foil paper used as a card base. I never thought to do that. That is really clever. Have a super birthday. Oh, and a super glue guy. I have this stamp set. I haven't used it. I think the mustache is its own stamp, but we'll see. Maybe it is in the base stamp. Anyway, we need to play with this. I didn't buy the dies, but dies do exist for it. Very cool. From my craft roulette friend, cute sentiment too. Love it. I want to try this. This is a smart idea because a foil card base looks very bougie, but often is kind of a pain to achieve because like the foil is difficult to work with. It's neat because you can see that there are not here, but like if you do a slight gap, like if you offset your panels, you would still be able to see it. That is a really good idea. I'm impressed. Like my birthday isn't for like 3 weeks, and I'm never that ahead of things. Anyway, we will grab a card from Philadelphia somewhere, or process at least canceled there. Let us see what this is. I am guessing. Oh, it's a Christmas card. Oh, this is fancy. Look at that tech. I don't know how that was achieved. It's like an embossing technique. I wonder if it's almost like there's like pigment stamped on top of the embossing. That is really clever. I don't know how that was done. If you do, comment below. Jim probably does. Jim knows all the fancy things. Oh, is it? It might be. I have yet to do a KCC this round. That's changing next week, but I have not done one. Hello, Messy Palette. How are you? I think, like Lala, you are probably in the future, and it must be Monday there already. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. I do love this. This is a very subtle glitter paper. Like it's a no shed. It's basically a no shed glitter, and it's totally smooth, which is quite nice. Very Merry Christmas. Oh, this is from Allie's Card Swap. I will have to post this. This is another person who's very ahead of the game because I think the cards are supposed to be mailed by the 22nd, which is soon, but hopefully not today. Oh well. The card should be in the mail, but mine will be in the mail soon. But very cool. This is pretty. I like this. Actually, my Amazon glitter paper is a lot like this texture where it's very low roughness. Is that a word? Anyway, I like this look with the like shorter front panel as well. But I should take a picture and post that. And then we have a fall Halloween card from our friend Elizabeth as well. Yeah. See, I don't know, Pam. It's like when I have these weird weeks where like I don't not work for like 10 or 11 days in a row, it's like I don't know what day it is or what the date is. I think it's ooh, fancy. Fancy schmancy. This looks like lunar paste as well. Lunar paste. It's embossing. It's like lunar paste on top of embossing, which is very, very fancy. Oh, it says happy fall. Oh, this one. How cool. I love it. I can never get the white gel pens to write nicely. Anyway, I guess we know what we're doing tomorrow. Yep. I know, Shanna. I will open it off camera, and if it's something I don't know when it's released, I will not show it. Anyway, this is from our friend Mr. Jim. I think, having seen other channels, I can guess what it is. Our new I don't know if everybody saw, but our new award-winning artist friend Jim. And this is Images by Jim Eber 2025. Fantastic. I love all these. I love the editing of these so much. Because you can see how they're sort of stitched and rotated together, but like I think the thing that doesn't come through on the camera is just how much visual depth there is on these. Wow, that is super neat. These look like they're cacti, which we all need some cacti in February, obviously, because it's going to be very cold. This one, I know this one was Elizabeth's favorite because green. This one is super neat too. I like all the texture. And I think I'm wrong. I was gonna say I thought that there were lilacs are my favorite flower. I actually got some really good pictures of lilacs this year. I wanted to. I have to see if at the end there's any description of where the images were taken. Oh, this one's really cool. This might be my favorite so far. I love like the idea of like the floating flower with all the it's like it's falling down, almost like the inside of a hurricane. You have sort of like your eye wall, but this is a very calm place. I don't know. Oh, and I think this is the one Jim said came from the Corning Museum, which my parents have actually been to a couple times, because if you're driving from Wisconsin to Rhode Island, it's not exactly on the way, but it's pretty close. And if, as previously mentioned on my channel, my parents don't like driving in a straight line. They like to stop every couple hours. Ooh, that one is really nice too. I love it. I love the sun, how that is kind of mixed in here. Oh, and that one is fantastic as well. Oh, see, I almost bought a pumpkin like that this year. I bought a fireball, which is like this, only rather than white, it has more of a lighter. It's like a yellow and orange one, kind of like the gourd, but that is really pretty and very October-y. Ooh, this might be my favorite so far. It's very minimalistic, but I like that because like the colors really pop. How did you do this one, Jit? Or not how, but like what was the original source? I'm kind of curious. And then we have fabulous baubles for Christmas. And then 2025 is over. But feel free to tell folks in the chat. January might be my favorite. I love the monochromaticness. I guess January and then the Corning ones are the ones that speak to me the most. This one I love a lot. And this one, I think, interestingly, November. Anyway, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. That will definitely go up in my office so that others can appreciate it as well. And let us take this off camera and hope things are marked. And if they aren't, we will just wait until next time and then figure it out. If they are, we will at least see if there is a card or other thing. We will. Oh, there is a fabulous card. We will look at the card and. Okay. Thank you, Shanna. This is Mark. So we know these we can show. The other one is a mystery until later. But look at this card. This card is fabulous. I love how you popped up the lantern. I swear we'll make a project today, folks, but I really like that. This is really neat with all the different layers of it looks like they're embossed and then colored on top of that, which I really need to try doing that because it looks cool. Thank you for the nice message, Shanna. I appreciate that. Like me, she forgets to stamp her cards, but let's take a look at what Pink and Main hath given us. I believe this is part of a Crafty Courtyard kit, so it is probably stuff I have not worked with. Ooh, I was ooh. Some very cool. These look like they are. Oh, this is embossed and then die cut. I like the Take Care is a really great sentiment. Here's hoping there's there's another Take Care. That's good. I like these sentiments that aren't quite get well, but could fill that role, because I don't know. As I get older, there are so many people in my life who like aren't gonna get well, so it's a little bit of a weird thing. Hey Blossom, how are you? Yeah, I know, I'm terrible. I've sent people cards and not signed them. Really fun sequin mix that they look like flat, essentially the flat sequins without the hole, called discs sometimes. I don't know what they call them. But here's hoping, I like these these. I need to figure out what stamp set that is. I really like that. We have some fun bears. And it looks like we have a mountain die that goes with the fun bears. And you can't see that, but oops. So that was a bad idea. Okay, let's put the bear back where the bear is supposed to be. Oh, here we go. So this is a not stamped scene die, which is really nice to have. I like mountains. This will actually work really well with my Ready Set Snow stamp set as well. And then these are the papers that are in this kit. It's interesting. Pink and Main, I think. Yeah, well, this is interesting because they've gone to some of their papers are single-sided like this. This is exactly how their holiday kit was. But I was really excited about this one. I think this would be great to work with for a fall card. So we may do that at some point. That point may be really soon. Ooh, and bee paper. We do love a bee. A really nice. Oh, that's a really nice like muted blue. I like that one too. All these are really pretty. And oh, I just bought those. I feel silly. You ever have that like you see something and you're like, yep, that's in the package that's on my desk. These are the Cat Scrappiness. They did a whole Nutcracker release, although I haven't seen their die cuts in real life. So I am actually, is that true? I'm trying to remember. And thank you for the great packaging. I didn't buy the paper, so I'm happy to have it. I did buy the die cuts. Oh, here we go. Wow, these are big. I wouldn't have guessed they would be so big. Like I would guess sort of this size, but some of these are quite large, which is really nice if you like 5x7s. These are a lot like the Pink and Main ones. Similar, they're semi-gloss, just like the paper. Very nicely cut. But these are pretty cool. I recently realized I'm like the only person who didn't know that there was a story behind the Nutcracker. But there's also a paper collection that goes along with it. Oh, this is cute with the swans and I like this color palette a lot. I mean, not the pink, but the pink is fine. But I like these blues are really pretty. Blue is also my favorite color, so But the neat thing is, like with these paler patterns, like the die cuts really pop because they're much more saturated. So that'll be fun to craft with. These would be really good on like one of the lanterns too, especially this big Mouse King. Like that would be cool to just like have a panel that's the big Mouse King and a panel that's like the big Nutcracker. I may do that. That would be a fun look. But I'm surprised. I wouldn't have guessed that they would be such large die cuts, which is great. Because I think I have a die cut pack coming some point soon. But thank you, Shanna. That is a lot of fun. Let me fix my camera. This Lennox is on Lennoxing somewhere. I don't actually know where he went. Huh. Oh well. It's a mystery. This is, of course, the season of the year when my cats are just more interested in being warm than anything else. But let's try out the idea I had, and then we can figure out what we want to. My idea was mostly to use one of the bajillion. I made a bunch of cream card bases and decided I didn't need cream. So I think that this works with the brown really well. I do need to find some kind of pattern paper. What is this? We have... Oh, neat. I have more A2 envelopes. And we could do a... So my thought was, I kind of want to use something... We might emboss in cream. Yeah, maybe a cream embossed panel with like leaves or something would look really cool. Or... Oh, dear. Oh, that's one thing I didn't show you. I will in a second. We're like this kind of a brown. Ooh, I like that. Like offset and do a taupey brown, and then something will go here. But I think we can get at least the start of this started, and then figure out what I want to do. But I do like the idea of embossing this base panel with some leaves and have it be more of a fall card, because I feel like fall kind of got lost in the Christmas that's happened recently. Let me catch up with you guys in case I missed anything. Oh, it is. Yeah, I haven't tried her ephemera, but I like seeing it in real life. I'm quite impressed. You think so? This is like a teal color, but I guess teal and brown kind of works. We could do a teal tag and then use some of our like we could use one of our silly Santas. That might be fun. Let me cut a base panel and then see if we can't just emboss this with some kind of texture, because I feel like I'd like a little something, if you know what I mean. Like I'd like a little more than just paper. I think you should say just paper. But how are you guys? Well, it would help if I put this under the guard now, wouldn't it? I'm curious if you guys have Thanksgiving plans yet, or what you guys are all up to. I oddly do, because my parents are in town this year, because with my dad's injury, they opted not to travel. Oh, I like that. But I think this would be better if we embossed it. Let me see if I can't find a folder. I like your blue idea, though, Jim. That's a very good one. What do we have? Yeah. Yeah, this one would work. This has a whole bunch of various foliage. I don't know if this is reading well on camera, but I think we could just put this near the top. It actually has some holly on it, which I don't know, isn't particularly fall, but I think that'll work. Do you do any sort of harvesting in Australia? I don't know. I feel like Australia, like I was watching some YouTuber who was like reacting to Americans getting crazy about like holiday decor, and they made the valuable point that like in Australia it's summer, so it's like no one wants to like necessarily do all the usual Christmas things, because they're like in the northern hemisphere, it's like cold, so we kind of get more into the doing holiday things. Your daughter's boyfriend's uncle's house. Okay, that sounds fun. I know that I have a number of well, we don't care what Nightbot says, but oh, no worries. I took a nap for most of the afternoon. Um, I know that for a number of my coworkers, it's like there's so many enough people have houses that could accommodate a gathering, so it just sort of rotates. Anyway, I'm going to emboss this, and I'll be back in a second. Or a little bit more. I forget what we did. Okay. Oh, that's the right thing. There we go. I can never remember the right setting, but I do like this. I think this is going to look kind of fun. Although on the back of these, yeah, I don't like that. Okay, I do like the writing, but I feel like we need something in the middle here. Perhaps a tag. If I can find a cute tag, or if not, actually, I have this one on my desk that I like a lot. This one would be kind of one I think is a little too small though. Let me see if I can find a better tag. This one I think is about right. That would be cool. But we can try Jim's advice and look for a blue that would. I mean, since this is all neutral, I think we can really use any color. But I do like the idea. I do have this blue at the side of my desk actually. It's not quite the same, like a less saturated blue, but it's more of an icy blue. But my thought is we could use this icy blue and then like have one of our Santas kind of hanging out on it. I do like this. I guess alternatively we could. I don't know if I have any cream on my desk. That is not cream. That is white. Alternatively, we could do this in cream, but let's try it in blue. I think that works well. And then we can use this same red to stamp a sentiment. And then, have Santa hanging out on the tag. Like, you could do like a season's greetings or something. But I think that'll be fun. Let's try that out. That's going to be a unique card for sure. And we do like the unique cards. See if I'm missing. It's wasn't Kylie from? I thought Kylie was from Australia. Hello, Delise. Turn your base to portrait and add on your new tags with the small script. Oh, you're saying that, like, if you flip this and then obviously change these around so that they're... Well, the nice thing is it's embossing. Oh, I kind of like this. And then where my tag die went, just for a visual. Ooh, I like that. Like, and then like offset the tag die. I mean, you also gave me some. These are you could also use like a tag like that. Actually, you could scrap all that and just cut down a tag like this and have this be sort of a... That'd be kind of a cool grungy card. Anyway, let's... I do like my Santa idea though. But I like this visually better. So good call, Blossom. I wonder if we could take like ginger or a brown and sort of distress the edges of this blue to kind of tie it together. Let me cut this out and let's see how stark this is. I don't know. This doesn't look as stark as I thought it would. But you kind of want to add a little brown around the edges. But I like something like this, and then we can put some kind of sentiment here. Or move our Santa down and have him just sort of... We could move our Santa down too and have him a little off the tag too, and that gives us a little... Then we can put a little something something here. I do like that, but I think I want to see if I can get any of my sandcastle. This is totally dried out, so... And it's like, obviously the one color I like don't have a re-anchor for is the one that like dried out. So anyway, we're hoping that Catherine Pooler ships something this week. Ooh, I like this. Yes, yes, yes. This is neat. It'd be neat if I had more ink in the pad, but ooh, yes, 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 yes. This is fun. I wasn't sure if this was gonna work or just look like the tag, like, I don't know, was having a difficult day, but I really like this. And if I pull the color in to the tag, it actually makes the tag itself look aged. But I want a little more brown at the edge because why not? There we go. I like that. That is fun. Oh, and my cat's going bonkers. That's all right. But I think that looks good with sort of this vintage red too. So I am liking where this is going. I like it. Good call, Blossom. Well, so the story behind that is like I don't actually try anything, so like whether or not it works is always kind of strange, which is probably not good. From like if I do an actual class, right? Like those I pre-make, but basically all these lives, like it's the first time I've ever done it, so it's always a little like, I wonder if that will work out. So I think we just need to find something that would be appropriate. I do like the idea of using the cranberry fizz to match the Santa, so it would be sort of tone on tone. Let's see. There was some stuff in Oh, this one I really liked, and I haven't had a chance to use yet. So let's do that. That's the one that says make this. It says make this season sparkle. If I can find it, here we go. It's weird now that it's getting dark super early. It's also like you can hear the traffic outside getting. Let's see if we do this. It says make the season sparkle. So I think that is appropriate for a little Santa. But it's just wild how quiet it is. And I'm not even paying attention to what time it is. I should do that because oh, we're doing fine on time. When we are done, we will redirect to Shanna, and I think I didn't check if Jana is going live after Shanna, but probably. I think that's sort of our Sunday block, as it were. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if these colors are going to work, so we'll all be surprised together. Although I think this is not. We'll see. This is slightly off center, but I'm less. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, the brown actually neutrals that out. It's a little not straight, but I don't really care because I'm going to tilt the tag anyway. So, like, I'm not that worried about it being perfect. Plus, it has kind of a vintagey vibe. Actually, there are some snowflakes in this. We could maybe use oh, that's a good idea. We could use the sandcastle that's running out to basically do a little background pattern with some of the snowflakes here. So they're, they're like this. I think I'm going to use, I like the frillier snowflake. But I think we can kind of, I don't know, do stamping off by simply not having enough ink to stamp properly. So that should be fun. Plus, I guess I'll stamp on the stamp wheel just because it is convenient and easy to clean. Oh, sorry. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay, Jana's not going live tonight, but we will have Shanna because this stream should just redirect there. We want to stamp off. Let's try stamping off and see how dark this is. So full strength, it's about that dark, which is a little darker than I want. So what does this look like as like a second one? You can't even see it. So I guess we'll just do it semi full strength because there's not much ink in that pad. Then we'll just, per usual, I'm just sort of like making triangles essentially. So it looks like it's kind of a, oops. So it looks sort of random, but it's less random than you think it is. Basically. And if you're doing your own stamping, oh, I do kind of like that. I wish I hadn't stamped as darkly there, but other than that, I really like that. Oh, I was gonna say, if you're doing your own stamping, making sure you sort of stamp off have images that fall off your paper is, for some reason, I find so much more aesthetically pleasing. I'm not sure if there's an actual like graphic design rule for that or not. There we go. Get the little bit of excess brown off. Then we can put this card together, I think. I don't think we need to do much on the inside. Definitely want to use wet glue on this. We could use, actually, we can use a little dry adhesive and wet glue. Wet glue helps to, basically because this is embossed and parts of the paper aren't going to stick down. The dry adhesive basically helps this stick to the card until the wet glue can dry. So using both is helpful. And this is just PVA glue in a small little bottle. I'm just sort of putting it everywhere. And because there is dry adhesive on this, we want to be kind of careful. And this is mostly non-directional, but it feels like it goes a little more in this direction. So I think I will do that. And that's pretty okay. Then I'm just going to use my hand just to lightly sort of squeegee off or get the glue all squeegeed out. This is a relatively thin card base. It's more like a 80-pound card base. So I want to be at least slightly careful with the glue just so that I don't like waterlog it and have this warp, because when that happens, it's kind of obnoxious. To me anyway. I don't know. Then I'm going to sort of figure out which direction the writing goes. I don't think it'll be super obvious, like, once this is all done, if the writing is in the right direction, but it's one of those kind of things where it's like, well, I'll know and it'll kind of bug me. And I think I will pop the tag up on some foam because it could use it. There we go. And this is the other way. I'm glad we embossed this panel. I feel like it has a lot more character. This would also be a good, if my gold ink wasn't mostly run out, like this would be a good time where you could just put some gold on your on the embossing folder and then have it transfer. And what I think I'll do, so it looks like I intended it, is actually make the sentiment straight on the card, but make the tag slightly crooked. But I do want this tag. I think do I want the tag popped up? I kind of like Santa down here, so maybe I won't pop it up so that this is a possibility. I like this because Santa just pops compared to everything else, because this is, even though this is a fairly muted red, everything else has some brown in it. So it's pretty neat that how this all worked out. I'm just going to put glue on the sides because that's probably the only thing that's going to touch, because the middle is going to be a little too high. And I think we can just, and this is going to pop up a little bit. So if that bugs you, you could either put a piece of paper under there, or you could add some more glue. And like if you put some glue, it would probably work. Well, I'm going to try and keep Santa sort of grounded on like this piece of paper, so it looks like he's standing on something. I'm going to just put him right here. And hopefully, yeah, our card opens the right way. I'm liking this, but I think a little bit of sparkle would help. So I'm going to grab these copper sequins. Actually, the brown ones I think would be perfect. So let's just boop it with bling a little bit. Oops, I can move that a little bit. I don't really want to obscure the sentiment, but there we go. I am liking that. Using about 4 brands worth of products at once, but it's always nice to do these kind of cards where it's like, we're so used to seeing like single brand cards, so it's always nice to kind of mix it up. But I am liking that. You could also put twine on this if you're sort of a twiny person. Oh, I do have gold luster wax. Thank you for reminding me. I need to figure out where I put that. I think it's in my mixed media supplies. I haven't seen it since I reorganized. We want to do a little snowflake tag or something. I wonder if I have a really tiny tag. Like, it would be neat to put a little something on the inside. Let me see if I have a tiny tag that would punch this out. That's not a tag, but not a tag, but oh, there's one other tag. Here we go. That'd be fun. We can just offset a little. Um, that's perfect. It's our fun little tag from our remnant. Again, I think that would be more fun with a little brown on that. Just to kind of make it a little less stark. Yeah, I think that'll be neat. We can, yeah, maybe something like that. Whoops. We'll just dry adhesive this to get it together. Hey, Linda. Oh, thank you, Gloria, for glow. Just gonna do this a little crooked because now we have a little something on the inside, and then we could stamp a message here. Alternatively, you could use something like this guy when you're sending it. If you have a bucket of sentiments, you can just pick a bucket from your bucket of sentiments and stick something on here, or you could just write a personal message. But that is tonight's card. I don't lie. I don't usually do like more vintagey looks, but I really like how this one came out. So it feels like a card that has a lot to it. So I am definitely a fan. Let me see. This week, I don't know when I'll be live. I'll be live next Sunday. I don't know if I'll be live before next Sunday. I'll be live a lot in December, as per usual. Oh, I'll check that out, Jim. Simon's videos are actually pretty good. I like that even though Simon owns a brand, his videos are more universally applicable, right? I mean, they're like about stenciling or watercoloring with inks or other things. So I may be live Thursday. I will figure it out. As I said, this is a weird week because of the holiday, so we will see. We may do a bonus live at some point. But other than that, I will see you on Sunday. As always, if you have thoughts or ideas, feel free to throw them in the comments of any of these videos because I see them. And yeah, until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. When this stream ends, it will redirect over to Shanna's channel. So when you see the little pop up, if you bounce over there, she is usually live at about 15 minutes after I end. So I will see you guys there, and I hope everybody has a fantastic week.